All right. And we usually have a video to play. I don't have access to the video. I don't have access to anything. Opry, do you have access to it? Do you? No? Pippet, do you
I
have access to the video?
probably do, but gotta give me a minute.
Nah, it's so cool. We'll just skip it. No problem. Okay, so we're just gonna start. And I'm technically the acting Zoom master slash SSAA and the GE, and I'll be the president also. And technically I'm the president. So it works. It all works out. Great job, me. Welcome everyone to Bhinneka Online Toastmasters Club. We're the pretty much the first main only Toastmasters club that was the first online only. Now a lot of clubs are online, of course, because of the pandemic, which is how we were created. And Toastmasters is great. Oh, our other speakers here, fantastic. But we have a few guests here. Uh, Ashri, what club are you from? I'm not.
Hi, so I came from Makassar Toastmaster. We just chartered the club like last week.
Whoa, that's awesome. Because I've been in Indonesia for 10 years. I've not ever heard of the Makassar Toastmasters Club.
Yeah, we
That's
just joined the club.
You just literally joined the club with your club. That's awesome. Is it an online club or is it in person or hybrid or how does it work?
So far still in-person club.
That's great.
We
That's
do
perfect.
weekly meeting every Wednesday.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Expanding the reach for speaking. Okay, great. Rati, can you share where you're coming from if you're still on the way somewhere?
Yes, I'm still on my way to the hospital. I'm also from Makassar Toastmaster, same with Astri, and we just
Awesome.
chartered last week. Our our mentor is, uh, if I'm not mistaken, is Toastmaster Amelia.
Amelia.
Yes, so
I
we
see.
heard about Bhinneka Toastmaster from her.
That's perfect. That's awesome. So we have a cool mentor, really good Toastmaster, and she expanded outward. That is fantastic. Okay, we also have Daniri. She's a kind of a visiting friend. She'll be a speaker today, but she's from Sri Lanka. So Daniri, can you share a little bit about your club all the way in the island of Sri Lanka?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. All right, perfect. So I'm from my university club, KDU, which is a defense university. I am not, however, a defense student. I am a day scholar, which means I commute back and forth. And even though I study in a military university, I'm not from a military background. Um, and I study biomedical engineering, and I'm in the third year. So that's about the university. You asked about the club. I'm sorry. So our club is mostly consisting of. I mean, it's all from undergraduates, and yes, it's been really wonderful staying there. I really loved the experience, so that's why I decided to branch more and just get to know other clubs and other members, and it was really a wonderful experience. This club including.
Excellent, Daniri. Appreciate it. And thank you again for reaching out to me. That made it a little easy. Again, you're always welcome to come and deliver a speech. That's great. And then we have, is it Minanda? What club are you from? I think this is your first or second time with us.
I think second time. Yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Minanda from Bali Toastmaster Club. This is my second time. Yeah. I will enjoy this meeting.
All right, excellent. For reference, Bali Toastmasters Club is the oldest Toastmasters club in Bali. I think it was the first and oldest, so that's pretty dope. Uh, we have another guest, Marika. Is it pronounced that right? Where are you coming from?
Hi, I came from Surabaya. I'm from STC Club.
Awesome.
Nice to
All
see you
right.
all.
Thank you as well. And our grammarian for the day, we'll kind of get to the roles, but William, what club are you from?
Oh, Oh, also STC, same as America and the Toastmaster here.
All right. Yeah, we have a lot of people coming from a lot of places. Okay, so I think everyone here is a Toastmaster, so we don't have to go too much into it. But as it is, we do have two speakers today in our preparative speaking session. Table topics, which will be done by me. Or nope, actually, Ananda. She's going to do that too. Also, we have, of course, evaluation session. But to introduce all of this stuff, because I don't get to see her for like a year, and then she comes and she's finally here. She's our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Pivot.
Thank you, Ben, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I'm able to visit my own club, Bhinneka. So I'm happy today I can make it and be the Tom. And the topic is very interesting, you guys, which is um, the advice I wish I heard earlier. Okay. So let's take a paddle back into time. Can be last year, can be 20 years ago, about things that you went through, and then you wish someone told you this particular advice, right? For me, I wish someone told me that in the end, it will be okay. Because if we go through something that's particularly tough, sometimes it's hard to see the end, and we spend a lot of time worrying about something. And I wish someone advised me that just trust that in the end it will be okay. Okay, but I hope everyone, at least most of you, will get a chance to share about your take on this topic later on during the table topic session. But before we get to that, I would like to call our general evaluator, Ben, to introduce his team to help him evaluate the meeting. Go ahead, Ben.
Wow. Okay. Fun fact: out of everyone here currently right now, Pippin and I are the only two like original members from the club. Also, kind of the founders of the club, but all of our other members are sick or just not really here. So we're glad everyone else is here. That's cool. And we have a whole situation, right? I'm the GE, General Evaluator. I will evaluate and give you my whole entire presentation from when we started creating this meeting all the way until the end of the meeting. And not do that alone, as the cliche saying goes. We have a whole team of people to help us put together. So I want to get our grammarian to present his report or what his responsibilities will be today.
All right,
William.
thank you. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, thank you, Ben, our general evaluator. Hi, everybody. It's my second time. I think it's my second time in Bhinneka Toastmaster Club, and today I have the privilege of serving in this club as your grammarian. Well, as a grammarian, well, my name is William, and as a grammarian, it's my responsibility that throughout this meeting, I'm going to take notes and observe beautiful use of English, good sentence structure, effective use of English, and great English expression, good English sentence construction and structure, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to take notes of it. And by the end of the meeting, I'm going to uh, provide my report highlighting some beautiful use of English and identify areas for improvement in how we communicate using English. Well, the goal is ultimately to help us communicate effectively and better in English as a confident speaker in Toastmaster. So, uh, also aside from that, we have our word of the day. Okay, since our meeting theme is the advice I wish I heard earlier, so the word of the day is also relevant to that theme, which is perspective. The word of the day is perspective. So I encourage all of you to use this word in your speech when you speak throughout this meeting. Well, perspective. Perspective is a noun. It means a particular way of understanding something, or a different way, or a way of looking at something. For example, after listening to different opinions, now I do have a different perspective toward this issue. Well, that's how you use perspective as a noun. So yeah, I encourage everyone to use this noun perspective throughout the meeting because I'll be keeping track of all the people that use this word. So yeah, that's my duty as the grammarian. And later, by the end of the meeting, I'm going to provide my report highlighting how many people use the word of the day, the beautiful use of English, and uh, finding areas for improvements, opportunities for improvement when we speak in English. So that's all from me, my duty as a grammarian. Back to you, Ben.
All right, thank you. Well done, William. Fantastic job there. Next, we're going to go to Toastmasters, Sani, for our counter. What is that all about?
Hi, Ben. Thank you for the time. Hello, everyone. I am Sunny. So actually, I'm the reinstated member in Bhinneka Toastmaster, and this is my very first time taking the role after rejoining this club. So everyone, the purpose of the counter is to note words and sound that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. So my role will be trying to make the list of overused words, including and, well, but, so, and, and many other words. And I will try to also listen some filler sounds, including and r. And at the end of the meeting, I will report the number of timers that each speaker used this expression. Thank you, everyone.
Yay, Sonny, and welcome back. Yeah, glad to have you back. All right. Now, every role in Toastmasters is important. People might not think so, but for those of you that don't know me very well, I was in the military, and we are very stickler for time, meaning that we're not going to be late. Hopefully, we're out of here early, but we'll see. But my important role is the timer. Dia, Miss Toastmaster Dia, has a timer. Let's hear about that.
Thank you, Ben. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dia from Surabaya Toastmasters Club, and tonight I'm serving as the timer. As a Toastmaster, being punctual is important, and time management is essential as well. Tonight, I will time every session of the meeting and also this entire meeting. We have 3 main sessions. First is prepared speech session. While most of the Toastmasters meeting, we have 5 to 7 minutes speeches. Tonight, we have a special speakers with special speeches. We have Toastmaster Tannery with duration 18 to 20, 8 to 10, yes, correct, 18 to 20 minutes. Meanwhile, Toastmaster Nancy will have 10 minutes speech and also plus 5 to 10 minutes Q&A. Therefore, I will time her with the signal green, yellow, and red background, which means green, you can still go ahead with your speeches. Yellow means you are almost at the end of your speech, and red means you have to wrap up your session, but you still have 30-second grace period. Now, for Toastmaster Tannery, I will notify green at 18 minutes, yellow at 19 minutes, and red at 20 minutes. For Toastmaster Nancy, in her speech, because we have 2 sessions for her. First, green at 8 minutes speech, yellow at 9 minutes speech, and red at 10 minutes speech. Then during the Q&A session, 5 minutes green, 8 minutes yellow, and 10 minutes red. During the second session, table topics, all of the speaker has 1 to 2 minutes session or opportunity, meaning 1 minute green and yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then red at 2 minutes. Again, 30 minutes grace period for you to be eligible to be voted. Last but not least is the evaluation session, where every individual evaluator has 2 to 3 minutes evaluation speech. Green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. Once again, 30 minutes grace period, and I will give my time report by the end of the session in evaluation session, and also after each of every session. Over to you, Toastmaster Ben.
All right. Very thorough report. Because again, like I say, today we have some pretty solid meeting speeches, level 4 to level 5. So a lot of good stuff coming in. And I think we have the grammarian, we have the timer, we have the counter. Excellent.
Ballot.
Again, the ballot counter. I think that's
I will
usually
do the ballot counter because Natalie is not feeling well today. So yeah,
What's the ballot
let's
counter
into
do?
that. Oh, you're calling me now? Okay. All right, back to Tom. Now, because we have two very long speech for the prepared speaker session, I try my best to keep it with our agenda so we can finish on time. Right. So in this prepared speech session, oh, there's no guest yet, so I don't need to further explain, right? Basically, everyone already prepared what they need to deliver. So without further ado, I will call the first speaker, Tenuri, who will be evaluated by Amelia, but I will call Amelia first to mention the purpose of the project. Go ahead, Amelia.
You, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Pivit. Today, Toastmaster Tenori will deliver her project. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice developing and presenting a longer speech. So, speech title, When Organizations Become Mentally Ill. When organizations become mentally ill. Toastmaster Tanuri, the floor is yours.
Right. Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. I will start my speech in 3, 2, and 1. A very good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. So now, let's take a quick survey. Think about this. Have you ever been in a club, a committee, or even some kind of a gathering where things felt emotionally unstable? Like, for example, 1 week you're like, let's change the world, let's change this club, let's do this, let's take that initiative. We can change this world. And the next week, you can't even change the agenda. And at some point, I started to realize, after being in so many such clubs, committees, and organizations, that the organization is a direct representation of its people. Executive committee, organizing committee. Those people are what represents the organization on the exterior. Some organizations, some clubs are calm, focused. Some people in the club are stressed and anxious. And a few are so dramatic that they should really be starred in reality TV and not in a committee. And today, I want to give you something which you really don't see anywhere else. Or at least you don't come by across it easily. So from my experience of working inside organization, with organization, and my perspective from outside the organizations, this is what I understand. This is how clubs and teams and startups can become very depressed, anxious, and even narcissist. And this is also what we can do about it before everyone, slowly but surely, burns out. And yes, I'm saying this as someone who has sat in far too many emergency meetings that were usually emergencies because we ignored a problem like 3-4 months ago. So, everyone, take a quick breath. Inhale, hold it, and let go. Now, let's pretend a club, a committee, or a startup that you're working in is a person. A depressed organization will probably sound something like this. Nothing ever works. We tried that one in 2016, and yes, it's 2026, but why bother? I mean, this is all pointless. It worked for them because they just got lucky. It will never work for us. People might start with enthusiasm, but all to fall down just like that. And at the end of the day, they'll probably be drowning in a bunch of emails and text messages, which probably read like, sorry, I got busy. Sorry, it doesn't seem like it's going to work. I don't know. I can't understand. An anxious organization always lives on panic. Every small issue becomes a crisis. Oh no, we lost one sponsor. We cannot do this. Just call everyone. This is not gonna work. It's literally midnight. I don't care. There's a problem. And a narcissist organization sounds like this, always obsessed with the image. Well, I don't know what we're doing, but have you seen our Instagram? Have you seen our last post? It's so much better than this. And as long as our photos look good and I look good in it, the other people, I really don't care. And then there's the rare combination, the unicorn, a healthy organization. People who know what they're doing, how to do it, and even if they don't know, they're not afraid to go out and find a solution and not give up until everything is back on track. They feel safe to speak up, and occasionally they might get the chance to finish their work before the deadline or finish the work way before the deadline. It has something psychological. They have a psychological safety. It's a feeling where you could confidently say, I'm not okay. This isn't working. Let's all find a way. We are all in this together, and we can all get through this together. Psychological safety means that you can admit a mistake without immediately rehearsing your registration speech in your head. And that is a start. Right. Now, how can a leader create such a safe profile? See, the thing is, organizations don't always wake up depressed, anxious, or alone. Leaders, the people who are leading their teammates, and the structure is what shapes that mental health. If leaders only show up to yell at people, to find faults, to say that you were the worst and you would do much better if you were not there. And then there are organizations, and those organizations learns from being helpless. Every time they see their so-called leader, they will feel fear, pain, because they know they will only see that face to get hurt. They will wonder what is wrong. What are we doing wrong? It doesn't matter what we do wrong, we're always going to be at the blame. So why even bother trying? And meetings turn into the most anguishing, bone-scathing time thing ever. But if leaders were always panicking, the team's nervous system always follows. People start thinking, oh no, if I open my email, there might be another urgent. if I open my socials and the group chat, I will see like 100 messages tagging me. 90% of them are not even related to me. And why is everything in all caps? And why is my boss yelling at me? That is not productivity, never. That is just the entire group being pulled into a whole sea of anxiety. And on the other hand, when leaders listen, when they step down, when they take the problem into their own hands, and when they turn to other people and say, it's all right, I understand. Okay, so I get it. Why don't we go in this direction and see what happens? It's okay if you fail. Failing, after all, is the only way that you will ever succeed. If you stop trying altogether, what are the odds that you'll even succeed? So, my favorite leadership style is what I call motivational ghosting. So, this is when someone gives me an inspiring speech about teamwork, and then next day, nowhere to be found. Very spiritual, very mysterious, definitely not helpful. And unfortunately, this is one of the most common things that are there in organizations where the teams are not properly in sync with each other. These kind of teams where one day everyone just gather up on Monday morning, usual motivation routine. By lunchtime, half of it has faded. By Tuesday, the people who gave the motivation speeches are nowhere to be found. They don't even pick up the call. Let's try again. That really doesn't lead anywhere. Sure, Mondays might be very motivational, but that's really not going to get you to where you want. In my own roles in student projects, event financing, and even Toastmasters, I have seen how one small choice, maybe even as simple as asking, how are you? How are you doing? And how was your day? Change so many things more than, why isn't this done? I told you to get this done yesterday. Why is it not done? And how this small change can entirely shift the emotional tone and the stability of a team. Now, the thing is, organizations can happen, a lot of organizations go through this. It's not inevitable. Everyone at some point will have to go through this. So then brings the question, are you able to diagnose your own organization? If I asked you to tell me how your organization is really feeling right now, would you be able to do that? So let's take a quick refresh and see how we can do this. So first of all, this is how to know if your organization needs therapy, simply put. So when members do something wrong, do people problem solve it? Or does everyone start pointing fingers? Put yourself in those shoes when you were just a team. When something you did went wrong, did everyone gather around and say, oh hey, let's try to fix it this way? Hi, how are you feeling? Or did they all say, oh no, she did that. She did that. Second, do your teammates feel safe saying, I'm just really stressed right now. I'm sorry, I'm really overwhelmed. I cannot understand anything. And I think this timeline is pretty unrealistic. We won't be able to do this much in this short span of time. Or do they just stay back? Not even say a word, even when they know things are wrong. Simply because they're scared, but they don't want to. And they just stay there, watching the whole thing tumble down, even when they knew that it was going to tumble down. And third, does your leadership talk More about image, like how does this look? How does this look on us? What about the impact? Such as, does this help anyone? Is this closer to our mission and vision? The goal isn't to label your organization as sick and just give up. It's to find if things are going wrong, where they're going wrong, and how to fix it. So you know how to treat your organization when things are going down. What about a treatment? Because if something, maybe psychologically, maybe physically, if something is wrong, if something is sick, and if something is not how it's supposed to be, then there should be a treatment for it, a medicine, something to get you back on the path that you should have been walking all this time. So, let's see these type of teeny tiny little treatments that your organization, leaders, and if you are a leader, you too, use on your team. Thing is, you don't need a PhD, you don't need an MBA to start improving your organization's mental health. Now here are a few small and doable and also actionable tips which will help you to make your organization go back into where it was. First up, boundaries. No. We are not going to schedule a meeting on a day that was clearly assigned as a holiday. We are not going to force anyone to do something that they are genuinely and that's definitely not comfortable doing. If Sam from HR says, I'm not comfortable interacting with Jane from finance, then that's it. Now, of course, there are some instances where you cannot always rely on people, but you kind of have to find the reason why it is. There are some things which are inevitable. There are some reasons where people are genuinely genuinely don't want their boundaries to be crossed. Yes, those people have to be considered. But there are also people who are just too scared or lazy to do that. And even in such instances, boundaries matter. If you see someone purposely slacking in your team, it's probably high time that you go next to that person and say, hi, something like this is happening because of the fact that you are not keeping up to the pace. The other team members have to carry your weight as well. Shall we look into this and find a way where you can do the things that are assigned to you within the due time with due diligence? That itself is also boundaries. Boundaries doesn't always mean saying no and never. It's also about identifying where you have to start speaking and address a problem that is not supposed to be there, or a problem that is hindering the progress. Second one is check in on your people and be honest with that. I once read an article where a company owner who had a really huge company with about thousands of employees, and one thing she said there was, every single employee, I know every one of their names. Now, for someone who can't remember a name of like 5 people at the same time, this was an immense shocker. But then again, that shows something else. That respect. Yes, she owns a multi-million, probably even billion-dollar company. Yet she went out of her way to know the name of every single person who works in her company, including minor staff. Imagine how they felt. They probably felt like they were being seen. They probably felt like they were being treated as an equal, as a human. because everyone in your team is important. If it wasn't for the team leader, the team will have no guidance. If it wasn't for the person who was auditing in the team, financing would be off charts. If it wasn't for the marketing guy in the team, good luck getting customers. Every single person in the team, no matter where their positions are, is important and absolutely necessary for the growth. So be honest and check in on them. Ask, hey, how are you doing? Hello. You said that you were going to see your mother who was sick yesterday. How is she doing? Hi, did you have your meals yet? Hello. I noticed you were looked very sad. Is everything okay? Now, whether or not they're extremely personal or related to work is up to you. But all in all, care about people and show that you care about them. Because at the end of, yeah, because you have to make people feel seen if you really want them to invest in you as well. Otherwise, they might be there for the perks and not really for the human connection. And if you expect a human connection, you have to make sure you give one back as well. And another thing is always normalize mistakes. Mistakes are very common. Anyone can do a mistake. I have made a lot of mistakes. I must have made more than 100 from this day, from at the start of this week up until right now. We all have. That's a part of life. After all, if it wasn't for mistakes, how would you even know you're on a correct path? You do something, you try this trend, you try that trend, it doesn't work. But that's okay. At least now you know it's not going to work. Because what if down the line, and you never tried this trend, you're thinking, I should have tried that trend. I really should have. But now that you did, you know it's not going to work for you. So that's great. That's one thing out of your life. That's one negative thing that is removed from your life. If anything, mistakes, other than helping us to learn things, are also very good at directing us towards the right thing, away from the wrong thing, towards the right thing. And research on business psychology shows that business psychology and workplace culture keeps showing the same thing. When people feel psychologically safe and mentally supported, performance improves and burnout drops. I mean, think about it. So when we look at to sum it up, when we look at organizations through a psychological lens, we start to notice that the more agendas and budgets then there are more agendas, budgets, and tight deadlines, and conversations which are always related to work and urgency. People tend to be highly stressed, highly anxious, and almost always scared. Your club, your team, your future startup, whatever it may be, we are all living things, even though those are non-physical things, even though it might be a software. They are still run by people like you and me, people who have feelings, people who want to be seen, understood, and cared for, and to know that they are being seen in such a way. Let's step back and think about this before we wind up. If you were in an organization where everyone is just like robots versus an organization where people make you feel like you belong.
Hello, it's
Which
over 1 minute, Tenuri.
Alright. In those two scenarios, which one are you most inclined to give your best? Oh, thank you, and over to you, Toastmasters.
All right. Give it up for Tenuri. A little bit of suggestion. Please pay attention to the time because it will determine whether you are qualified or not to be voted. Okay? And then, sorry, I had to cut it because we have two extended speeches today. Okay. Now, let's go with our second speaker, which is Nancy, but she will be evaluated by, wait, Apri. Okay, Apri, please state the purpose of Nancy's project.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Pipet. Hello, everyone. So today I will evaluate Toastmaster Nancy, and today she will deliver her question and answer session project for 15 until 20 minutes. And the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practicing the facilitating a question and answer session, and also for the member to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. So we welcome Toastmaster Nancy with a speech title, 5 Common Mistakes People Make, make When Taking Medicines. 5 common mistakes people make when taking medicine. Toastmaster Nancy.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, all ladies and gentlemen. Well, when you think about the title of my speech, it might be, oh, very academic, or, it might be hard. But don't worry, because I'm going to make it in a very, very simple way. Well, I would like to start my speech with a very simple question. Now, I want you to raise your hand if you have taken the medicine in the past 3 months. Okay, I saw some of us. Great. And now I want to ask another question. How many of you ever forget to take your medicines? Or maybe taking it a little later than the plan? Or maybe you stop it? Okay, I saw some of you. It's okay if you're smiling, you're not alone because I used to do that. I used to do that too in the past. Hi everyone, my name is Nancy and I am a pharmacy student. Well, I have realized something very interesting, that most medication mistakes do not happen because people do not care about their health, but sometimes that happens because life gets busy and we feel like, I think I am better, so we just don't take the medicine. We just put and they become just another item in our to-do list and not our priorities. But I would like to share that the World Health Organization estimates that medication related harm causes millions of preventable injuries every year worldwide. And the encouraging news is that many of these mistakes are completely preventable. And tonight, I would like to share 5 common medication mistakes that you or even me sometimes we ever did it in the past. And I hope that after this, we can avoid those 5 common mistakes. There are many mistakes, but these 5 are the most common. The first one that you guys just raise your hand is forgetting to take your medicine or stop the medicine. Well, many medicine work in a similar ways. They are designed to maintain a consistent level in your body. So when those are skipped frequently, that level drops, reducing the medicine effectiveness. And this is especially important for medicine used to treat chronic conditions. So if you have like a family or the close one that has a chronic condition such as they have high blood pressure, diabetes, or epilepsy, and they consume the medicines, please take a look into that because missing the doses repeatedly can make this condition harder to control. But the good news is that this can always be prevented. And to make it easier, what we can do to prevent this is to setting a daily reminder using your alarm or maybe use the pill organizer so that once when we want to do something, we remember we are reminded by the calendar or by the organizer that we have made. So that is the first one. Let's move to the second mistake that we usually find. The second mistake is doubling the dose after missing one. Well, it might be, well, let's say when you forget to take your medicine in the morning and in the lunchtime you remember like, oh, I forgot to take my medicine in the morning. Oh, I should double it. I should double it at this moment because I missed one. Well, it sounds logical that your body will receive the same dosage from morning until the afternoon. But unfortunately, our body don't always work that way. And for many medicines, taking extra dose doesn't improve the treatment. Instead, it can increase the risk of the side effects, and if it even works, it can lead into the toxicity. So the correct action that we should do, it is also depends on the medicine. And once when you receive the medicine, the pharmacist or the doctor will usually tell you in the first, if you uh, if you forgot, when should you take the medicine? Is it double? Is it skip it? Or is it drink it right away? So that's the second thing. Remember that. Moving on into the third mistake. The third mistake is taking the wrong dose. Some people reduce the dose because they are worried about the side effects, while other people increase the dose because they believe it will help them recover faster. And both of them are incorrect. Well, every medicine is carefully studied before it reaching the market. And researchers, they have determined the dose that provides the greatest benefit while minimizing the harm. So taking less dose than the recommended may not control the disease effectively, while taking more than recommended can increase the chance of unwanted side effects. So just think of the dose of the medicine like in our body, just like baking a cake. If too little baking powder, the cake doesn't rise. Too much, then the cake will collapse. So that's why the recipe matters, and that just like the medicines. The fourth common mistake is ignoring the drug interaction. So I would like to ask, have you ever heard about drug interactions? Raise your hand. Okay, some of you, yes, some of you, not yet. So what is a drug interaction? So when we are consuming the drug, there is a possibility of interaction, either it is with food or with another medicines if we took more than one medicine. So uh, many people think that it's only medicine that matters, but actually interaction can occur, as I mentioned, between medicines and other medicines or supplements, vitamins, and even with the food. For examples, when you are taking medicines with some vitamin, and yeah, some vitamin can increase the benefit of can increase the absorption of the medicine, while the other vitamins can decrease the uh, the absorption of your medicines. So it can work differently based on what kind of medicines or food that you are taking with. So it doesn't mean that supplements are bad, but it simply means that they should be treated as medicines, not as harmless extra. And that's why whenever you visit a doctor or pharmacist, it's good habit to mention everything you take, including vitamins, herbal products, or even supplements. And the final mistakes that I would like to share is that taking the medicines in the wrong time. Have you ever heard the instructions such as take before meals, take after meals, take once every 12 hours? Yes, those instructions are not there to make our life complicated, but they are there because the timing can affect how well a medicine works. Some medicines need food to reduce the stomach irritation, maybe. Some medicines need an empty stomach so that it can be absorbed faster. Well, some medicine can work best when they are taken the same time every day because it will maintaining a stable concentration in the body that helps them work effectively. So, ladies and gentlemen, so those are the 5 common mistakes that we often make in taking the medicines. So, the first one, do not skip the dose. The second, do not double your medicines unless if you forgot, unless it is the recommendation from the doctor. The third, always take the correct dose. The fourth, be aware of the possible of the interactions, drugs interaction. And finally, pay attention to timing. Well, this sounds like a small details, but as with your patients, parents, or healthcare professional, we all share one responsibilities using medicine wisely. I think that is all from me from this speech. And ladies and gentlemen, now we are going into the question and answer session. And I am open for everyone who wants to give a question. You can raise your hand. And you can raise your hand. Okay, I think we have got one question. So Ben, you can open your mic.
Yes.
Two, actually.
Is it
Okay.
a good idea to mix all the medicine together into one giant pill and then swallow that one so they can just effectively work at the same time? What do you think about that?
Okay. So in pharmacy, in medicines, if your medicine, for example, there are 5 medicines. If these medicines is recommended to take at the same times, it's okay to take them all at once. But if it is recommended to be take, for instance, 2 before meals, 1 hour before meals, 2 is during the meals, and the other one is after the meals, then you should take it based on that instruction. Because if you are not taking it based on the instruction, it can lead into what I mentioned before as drug interactions. It is one of the possibility, and the effectiveness of the medicine can be reduced if you're not taking it based on the instruction. But if the instruction says you can drink all 5 at the same times, yes, you can do that.
Thank you.
Okay. Now I am open to another questions. Okay,
I
Miss
believe we
Pipi.
have Rendra who has the next question.
Okay.
Hello, Nancy.
Hi.
Okay, which kind of pills or medicines or drugs that would be really safe if we drink it with Sprite, Coca-Cola, or Fanta?
You are asking me about the name of the medicines?
Or typical medicines? Because
Okay.
there's news in Indonesia society that if you eat paracetamol with Coca-Cola, you'll dead. Is that true? I don't know.
Okay, if paracetamol with Coca-Cola, actually, the recommendation, for instance, like a paracetamol, paracetamol, actually it's supposed to be drink with water. You can drink also with milk. You can drink also with tea. Those three are fine. But it usually recommended to drink with water. But if it's drink with coffee, sorry. If it's drink with Sprite, it is very uncommon. And I think I have to figure it out because different medicines, different types. So that is what I'm going to say. So what is your response?
I never tried that because my parents told me when I was young, just eat this drug with water. Never try using Fanta, Coca-Cola, Sprite, otherwise you'll dead. And that scary me so much. So I'll never do it until now. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Mix it with
Yeah.
tequila. It's better that way, right? Medicine and
No,
tequila.
no, alcohol is restricted to. I mean, most of the medicines is restricted to take it with alcohol. And maybe I would say maybe a Sprite, it contains like many things inside that can interact with that can have interactions with the medicine. So that's why it is not common to suggest someone to drink medicine with Sprite. That's a very unique question, by the way.
I think he was joking. But then I saw someone, Sultan, raise a hand, but I would like to confirm to Dia, do we still have enough time for one more question?
Yes, sure.
Okay, go ahead, Sultan.
Okay, based on your perspective, dear Nancy, I've been doing this for years. I chop my supplement, my medicine with Americano. I don't know
Yeah.
how. I feel like my body quickly adapt to it and digest it really quick. But I mean, there will be no consequences in the long term, right?
Okay. Americano, it means you drink your supplement with coffee, right? Okay. So for actually I have to know the specific what medicine it is. Yeah, the type of medicine that you drink with to answer your question in detail. But I would say drink our medicine with coffee, like our common medicines, for instance, like paracetamol. This is the very common things. Paracetamol, can it be drink with coffee? Yes, it can. Coffee contain caffeine, but it's fine. If it is with, depends on the types of medicine. So if, for instance, with paracetamol, it's okay. But if we drink coffee with ibuprofen, for instance, this is the other name of medicine, ibuprofen, then we are not supposed to drink coffee with ibuprofen because because coffee contain caffeine that can decrease the effectiveness of the ibuprofen. So it depends on the name of the medicines. And yes, it is okay. Depends on the medicine that you're drinking. So I cannot say yes to all medicines or no to all medicines. So that would be my answer to you, Toastmaster Sultan.
All right, go inside. Now I know that I'm safe.
No, you are not safe yet. I have to know what is your medicine and I can decide. Now I don't know this specifically, so I cannot decide that you are safe or not. Okay. So my explanation answer your question?
Sure. That
Okay.
answer a lot of things in my head.
Okay, thank you. Do we still have time, or I think it's still green, so we can have one more questions? Anyone? Okay.
Yes, one more.
It's yellow now.
Yeah. So maybe I will close with another common questions that you guys may also drink it. Do you guys know antibiotics? Yeah, antibiotics. If you guys received antibiotics, you should drink the antibiotic, which you should drink until you should drink all the antibiotics that you receive, and do not stop it in the middle when you are feel healthy and then you stop the medication, because antibiotic is different from the other medicines. So if you stop the antibiotics in the middle, it can become a resistant. So what is resistant? It means that in the future, when you have the same symptoms, you drink the antibiotic, it doesn't work. So you have to upgrade the medicine into the higher level. So that I think that is my reminder to you, especially for antibiotics.
Thank you so much for the speech. Everyone give it up for Nancy. All right, before we go to the next session, I saw in the agenda it's time for us to take a photo. Everyone, please turn on your cam. I know after taking a photo, we're supposed to have a break, but because today we have a kind of packed agenda, I don't think we should take a break. I would like to call Tenuri, Alvin, and Nur Rahma. 3 counts, count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we'll just take photo now. Normal pose. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next one, like you are taking a pill. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. Now, without further ado, I would like to call our table topic master, Minanda, to guide us through the table topic session. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, our Tom, Pipit. Right now we will have the table topic sessions that already prepared. To remind you guys, we have 1 until 2 minutes, and our theme is the advice I wish I heard earlier, and our word of the day is perspective. So we encourage you to use our word of the day perspective in every speech if you have the chance to speak in this session or in another session. Let's begin this table topic sessions. Now, for the first speakers who wants to be the volunteers, or should I pick?
I would love to be the first Yaminanda.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Sultan. I have 9 questions. Can you pick 1 until 9?
4.
4. Okay. Now, this is the question. What advice did someone give you that seemed wrong at the time but made sense later from a different perspective? What advice did someone give you that seemed wrong at the time but makes sense later from a different perspective? Okay, Toastmaster Sultan, 1 until 2 minutes. Time is yours.
As a guy, especially when you have a social media, and of course in your feeds, in any form, you always get this motivational perspective from posts. You can count on anybody. You are on your own. At first, yeah, I believe that. I mean, there's a reason for a male loneliness epidemic because we have been taught that, well, no matter what happens, you are on your own feet. But then when, if a year is a chapter, now I'm in chapter 24, And please, everyone, if you still believe in that, you can be dependent. Just in a moderate content. Because think about it. When you were born at the first time you entered this world, were you being tossed out? Well, if you toss out, I can I cannot believe that I met you all guys here. See, from the first time, from the first second you're into this world, you were getting help. And in this cup, if you struggle to make a speeches, you can ask fellow peers. Or if you have something outside of Toastmaster, for me, if I struggle to do job interview, I can ask my friend to do a rehearsal. And my message will be, please, you're not on your own. You can count to anybody. You can count to your loved ones. And I would say that perspective is toxic. And please count on anybody you can get. Back to our topic master.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster Sultan, that share that we can count on anybody, not only us, right? I'm totally agree with that because I think last 5 years I get my quarter life crisis and I don't know what to do. That was in COVID actually. And 2 years later, I tried to make myself a brave step to go to one of the Toastmasters club, and suddenly that's great. That was great, and here I am. I count on everyone in Toastmasters in that day. Okay, next, our second speakers who wants to again volunteer. Okay, Rendra, Toastmaster Rendra. Okay, from 1 until 9 except 4. Which number do you pick?
9.
9. Okay, 9. If a friend came to you feeling stuck in life, what advice would you give them based on your own experience? If a friend came to you feeling stuck in life, what advice would you give them based on your own experience? 1 until 2 minutes.
If a friend comes to me and he or she is stuck in life, the most probability I will talk about life purpose of every single individual on earth. I got a story when really my friends came to me and asked me that I think my life was so miserable. I kind of thinking about ending my life. He said that, and that shocked me. That was the first time I listened to a friend told me that. I told him, your life here, you talk with me is not such a coincidence. There's a purpose. You were born in a specific date, days, parents, society has a meaning of some things. That's your story. You have to find. But I can help you to ensure that your puzzle seems to be correct. Because what I heard from you just now, it seems your puzzle is scrambled around. So let me help you to make your puzzle seems beautiful, at least to your eyes. So you can thank God they are still alive up to now. Well, he's still alive now, still breathing, still friends, and it's also applied to each of us. Every individual of us here has a purpose to be born on earth in a specific circumstances to do a specific mission with our specific strengths, weakness, and passion. That's all. Thank you. Give control back to you, Minanda.
Wow, very wise suggestion that I note um, from your table topic answer that Toastmaster Andra said to his friend, that is your story. Let me help you to finish your puzzle. Oh wow. That is very a good quote because we understand that if we stuck in life, we don't know which puzzle we are want to finish. So much puzzle, but we don't aware that we get that puzzle yet, or we just like, oh, I don't know if I have that puzzle. So thank you to give the advice to your friends and say to help finishing his puzzles. Next, for the third speaker who wants to join these sessions.
I'm going next, Toastmaster Minanda. Oh, Toastmaster Mirika also raises her hand.
Oh, which one? Toastmaster Mirika and Toastmaster?
William.
William.
And myself.
Oh, okay. I think first Toastmaster William. Okay, next Toastmaster Mirika. Toastmaster William 1 until 8 except 4. You still muted?
Okay, I'll try number 1.
Okay, number 1. If you could go back and give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be and why? If you could go back and give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be and why? 1 until 2 minute time is yours.
If I could go back in time and give my younger self a piece of advice, it would be to stop wasting time and not play all the video games that wasted my times during my youth, right? Because back then, when I was in junior high school and senior high school, and even in university, and even after that, even after I passed the university as well, I used to play a lot of video games, wasting my time, not thinking about my own future. Well, mainly because um, the people around me, the people in my environment also invited me to play those games. So I get uh, I get the urge to play games, whether it is on computer, I play Dota, or on my phone, I play Mobile Legends. Well, that has wasted a lot of my time, and I regretted that. And playing games might feel relaxing, refreshing at one point, but on the other hand, when I play games, there is also a lost opportunity. When I play games, that means I cannot do other productive things that build up my future, like building my own business, raising my own level of income, and learning new skills, developing my own mindset so I can be a better person. Or I can even, if I had only discovered Toastmasters even sooner, I would be a better and confident speaker when uh, when I was younger. So yeah, that's something that I would tell my younger self, and something at the same time also something that I regretted as well. Well, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster William, for sharing his younger self to stop wasting time and stop playing video games, right? Yes. I don't know if I remember my younger self. I don't know what advice. I would say, please, Minanda, get a boyfriend because I never get boyfriends until I was 27 years old. I I think if I have the partner or in a relationship, I can like doing like trial and error without going to the serious stage. Okay, next Toastmaster Mirika. Hi, Toastmaster Mirika. Long time no see.
Nice to see you again, Minanda.
Okay, 2 until 8 except for
Number 2.
number 2. Okay, number 2. What is a lesson? Sorry, what is a lesson you learn the hard way that changed your perspective on life? What is a lesson you learn the hard way that changed your perspective on life? 1 until 2 minutes.
A lesson that I learned the hard way that changed my perspective of life is that it happens recently. I have a team. I have 20 people in my team, and then I have this 20, I think he's about 23 this year, and he's with me for about a year, and he did many mistakes, and I still keep trusting him. I learn and I trust that people can change. I give him many chances, and but in the end, he left me. He left me, and for new work without, without permission, or without. He just left, and he doesn't. He does. I'm sorry. He he doesn't come to the office, and then everybody is looking at him, and where are you? Where are you? And then he just said like, I've got a new job and everything. And after all that we've been going through, I mean, I trust him. I try to educate him. I try to trust him to maybe he can change to be a better person, but still he doesn't change. And I think that's the hardest lesson, that we cannot change people. People only can change if they want to change by himself, not. Yeah, I think that is, but it's not stopping me to believe that people can change either. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mirika. Everyone changing. And the ghosting is very bad, right? Okay. We have another one from Toastmaster Asri from Makassar. Toastmaster Asri,
Hi,
3
Miranda.
until 8, except 4.
I choose number 6, please.
6. Okay, number 6. How has your perspective on success changed since you started your career or adulthood? How has your perspective on success changed since you started your career or adulthood? 1 until 2 minutes. Time is yours.
Okay, so after entered the adulthood and started my career as one of lecturer in Indonesia, my perspective of success is depending on how I manage my time wisely between raising a son and then managing household, and also as well as, I'm sorry, this is the background of the music background disturb, and also my career as well. At my first year, started my career as a lecturer. I thought that one of the best success is how to achieve everything, like teaching well to students, teaching to students, and then finishing all of the administration tasks. However, after having a son, and then my perspective of success is divided to be more wise than ever. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Asri, that sharing her perspective of being the ambition, her ambition in her career, sorry, and then her perspective change when being a mom, guys, and how to manage that two things in one time. Okay, do we have time? Our turn. Do we have time or? Oh, okay. Okay, we conclude these sessions. Thank you for sharing your perspective from your own, and back again to our team. The advice I heard earlier. I hope that you get that questions and maybe also think about that question impact to you. Thank you again with me, and I will give back to our Tom Toastmaster Pipit.
Thank you so much, Minanda, for leading the very interesting table topic session. Please give it up for Minanda. Before moving on, I would like to ask Dia to report the time, or maybe in the chat box, or say it. Which one? There you go, in the chat box. Everyone is eligible. Good job, everyone. Right. Now let's go to our last session, which is evaluation session. And Ben will lead this evaluation session. Go ahead, Ben.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Tom. And great job with our table topic master as well. So the evaluation session, our learning portion, right? We're trying to stay under time here. So we have like 36 minutes. Hopefully we finish before that. We're going to go right into it. Our very first evaluator number 1, Toastmaster Amelia. Let's get right into it.
Thank you, GE. Leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about looking after those in our charge. That's a quote by Simon Sinek, my favorite author that love to talk about leadership. And Toastmaster Tenori remind us about him, about this principle, that good leaders take care of the people and the people were taking care of the result. So I would go deep dive directly to your speech, what I think you did well. I think you are a good storyteller. These are 3 strengths that I found in your speech. The first, vocal variety and facial expression. I love how you mimic, or when you said about how depressed organization sounds like, and also a lot of examples in your point you portray with great intonation and also facial expressions. So I think that's a sign of a good storyteller. Second thing, how you use gestures. You use hand movement, you move back, you move forward to put emphasis in your message. So I think that's also a very good stage management, even though it's online. I can see you try to manage or utilize your stage. And number 3, I love that you choose the topic leadership for your keynote speech because leadership, I think it's suitable for everyone, especially for Toastmaster members. And what I think you can improve, number 1 is clarity of structure, because this is keynote style speech, which is quite long. Audience need structure so they can maintain their focus. So what you can do, I think you can mention, let's say in the beginning, I will cover 4 subtopics. First, I will talk about what is the difference between depressed and healthy organization. Second, about how leader can create safety. Third, fourth, and so on. So again, it helps retain the audience focus. And number 2, use a personal story. You did mention the speech is a lesson learned from your personal experience, but I think it will be better if it's not only general lesson, but you also share your moments in the organization itself. For examples, you can say, when I was in this organization, I have this kind of leader. He likes to say like this and like that. It makes me feeling this way or that way. So I think it also will make your speech more engaging, and it also adds to your credibility as a speaker because you speak as a first-hand speaker. You experience it yourself. And number 3, again, since it's a long speech, I think it will be great if you can make more interaction with the audience. Let's say you can ask them some questions from time to time, or you can ask them to give some reactions, or only text in the chat box. So it also helps the audience to focus on your speech. Sometimes in a on-site speech, you can see their expression, but in online, it's quite difficult. You didn't really know whether they really pay attention to you. So I think it's good to check from time to time. To conclude, you did well in vocabulary and expression, gestures, and good topic. What you can improve: clarity of structure, personal story, and engagement by create more opportunity for interaction. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
All right. Great points, right? Adding a little touch of perspective for Thaniri to take going forward. Is she here? No. I don't see her. That's unfortunate. All right. I learned something. That's great. Number 2, our second evaluator, the greatest YouTube gamer in Indonesian history, Toastmaster Apri.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ben. Hello, everyone. So, first thing first, I would like to congratulate to Toastmaster Nancy on finishing the question and answer session project. And today she shared about not only 1, but 5 helpful tips how to take a medicine correctly. I believe all of us have taken medicine before, and I believe after hearing from Toastmaster Nancy, we can understand that take a medicine correctly is one of the important things in our life. Now let me comment you doing 3 things really well. The first, I really like your structure. Your structure is very, very effective. You open with a question and you follow by introduce about the medicine itself. And also you also give 5 tips, and in every tips you give an example, which is pretty nice. And also you conclude your point again in the end of your speech. It can make your speech very easy to follow. Not only that, you also asking the audience in the middle of the speech of your speech to make them still engaged, especially when you deliver a speech for a long duration. And the second is also you use a hand gesture effectively to support your message. For example, when you presenting your point, you use hand gesture 1, 2, 3. It can really help to emphasize your idea a little bit more. And the third is regarding the question and answer session, you also handling it very well. Your answer is very informative and also well explained. I also appreciate about your honestly when you were not completely sure upon the answer, because especially when you answering the Toastmaster Marendra, you still not sure, but you still answering honestly and will be follow up later. Now for the recommendation, I also have 3 recommendations. First is maybe you can try to reduce your unnecessary hand gesture. I know you use a lot of hand gesture in your speech. Maybe you can try to reduce it, because if you do it over, it can make your speech more not really easy to understand. And the second is try to considering using the acronym for your 5 tips. For example, you can use a drug, drugs, T for don't double dose and blah blah blah. Because by using acronym, it can make your message more easy to remember for the audience. And finally, for the question and answer session, try to ask every participant for the clarification to ensure that they fully understand about your answer. A simple question like, does that answer your question? It can help you make your question and answer session can be more easy to understand. And another thing to challenge yourself is to try to incorporate a slide, or you can use a visual aids. You can bring your medicine and show it to the audience. It can, because good visual can help to reinforce your message and keep the audience more engaging. So overall, I really like your structure. You also have a good hand gesture and very well answering the question and answer. And for improvement, try to reduce the hand gesture a little bit less, and also use acronym and also ask clarification in the end of your answer can make your speech more great. Yeah, I think that's all for me. Back to our G.
All right. Very good. And again, good specific little pieces of advice. Good job. Solid perspective. Hopefully Nancy can go ahead and knock those down. Okay. Miss Timer. How they do? Apri. Not eligible. So sad. Okay, so our ballot counter, are we doing a poll or we're doing a poll? All right, we're going to go ahead and launch this poll. We already have our evaluator and our speaker. That's done.
I will put it in the chat box. It's not launch poll since I'm not the host. So there's a Google form there. Please choose the best table topic speaker for today. And
Yeah,
good
just table
news,
topics.
we are ahead of the schedule.
Yes,
so let's ride on the train of early train. So
Yeah,
go ahead, Ben, with the evaluation team.
Okay, so you heard what Pippa said. We're on schedule at the moment. So let's go right into the evaluation. Let's start with Sania. Our member has come back to us. Please give us your counter report. Sani? Gotta unmute.
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, Ben. Hello, everyone. So before I give my account report for speaker one, TM Tenuri, I'd like to say that I do enjoy your presentation and your delivery was so smooth and confident and well prepared. So I can say I could hardly find the fillers, but I noticed that there are some hesitation sounds and also some repeated words that you use like sorry when you were trying to remember to the next point. And for speaker two, TM Nancy, I love your presentation. It was engaging and also easy to follow. But I noticed you use fillers quite frequent. I counted it like 15 times, especially during the Q&A session at the end of your presentation. You also use some repeated words like so and unless. And during the table topic master for TM Miranda, I noticed you used two fillers A. For TM William, I noticed you used two fillers, the same fillers A. And for TM Mirika, I noticed that you use five fillers A. And for TM Asri, I noticed that you use only one fillers A. So, but overall, I can say that you are marvelous. Thank you.
That's it? All right. Excellent. Good job, Sonny. Way to be quick. I like it. Okay. Next, we are going to do our grammarian. Toastmaster William, let's go.
Yay, yes, Ben, back with me again, your grammarian. I'm William. Well, yeah, throughout the meeting, from the beginning, till right now, I have noted some beautiful uses of English, great use of English, advanced expression, also sentences that still need to be improved and refined, and also the people who mentioned the word of the day, which is perspective. Well, okay, I'm going to provide my report by dropping the sentences in the chat box. First, let's start with some of the beautiful use of English. Okay, first beautiful use of English is slowly but surely. An idiom, meaning is gradual but steady progress. Well, this was used by the first prepared speaker. An example is slowly but surely our team finished the project. So it means gradual but steady progress. Also, that's the first one, the beautiful use of English. The second one is take a quick breath. It's a good and natural expression that means to relax, to pause briefly. For example, in Toastmaster clubs, you can say, take a quick breath, or sometimes take a deep breath before you begin your speech. So take a quick breath. And the third sentence is in sync with each other. This is an idiomatic expression meaning, for example, two people working or thinking harmoniously. For example, the speakers were in sync with each other throughout the debate. Well, if it was in a group discussion, you could say something like that, in sync with each other. Okay, that's the third. The fourth is a great alliteration and rhythm, teeny tiny little treatment. Well, it uses alliteration, so there's a little bit of rhyme over there. It uses repetition and alliteration for emphasis. Example, she only needed a teeny tiny little treatment to recover. Okay. And last sentence for beautiful use of English. Leadership is about taking care of those in our charge. In our charge mean under our responsibility. So it's a good quote, a good punchline to be used in the beginning or in the end of our speech. That's great. Now, okay, those are the beautiful uses of English. Now, moving on to the sentences that still need to be improved. Okay, I'll drop it in the chat box. Here you go. Sentences that need to be improved. If leaders would always panicking, well, it is simply incorrect verb form because you need to use to be with the verb panicking, or you can just say if leaders always panic or if leaders are always panicking. Also, another sentence that still needs improvement is taking extra dose. Missing an article, it should be taking an extra dose or taking extra doses. The third one, before it reaching the market, it should be before it reaches or reach the market, depending on the intended meaning or tenses. Number 4, it is drug with water. Well, with drug or medicine, we use the verb take, not eat or drink, uh, for medicine or drug. Yeah, so that needs to be refined. And the last one, you are on your own feet. Well, this is actually a good expression of English. However, it's the correct one or a better one is you are on your own or you are standing on your own 2 feet. So yeah, that's it for sentences that need to be improved. And for those who use the word of the day perspective, Toastmaster Sultan used it once, Toastmaster Bhinneka once, Toastmaster Minanda used it 2 times, and Toastmaster Asri once. And yeah, those are all that I caught. Maybe there are more that I missed. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, but I think that's all for my grammarian report for tonight's meeting. So back to you again, Ben. Thank you.
Oh, spectacular. I did use perspective about 3 times, but it's okay. Not going to hold it against you. Won't hold it against you. It's fantastic. All right. So GE report again for those of you that understand the concept of like doing a GE, especially like, it could be in person, online, hybrid. The meeting doesn't just start like today, right? It starts as soon as this meeting is over. We're on to the next meeting. And one of the things that you guys know about Bhinneka, Nancy down there, I don't know where she's at on your screen. When I was the vice president of education, we recreated about 6 months worth, or maybe even close to longer, of themes and words of the day. So this has started a long, long time ago, right? So we've already had that down, so we don't have to worry about it. Chat GPT helps. I know Pipit loves it as a teacher. Great. And so we've been doing that. Now, this meeting filled up pretty quick with our roles and all this kind of stuff, but we had last minute changes. For example, our immediate past president, Toastmaster Natalie, she felt sick today and she has a presentation tomorrow, so she wanted to get some rest. So we had to take place of that, which was done pretty easily. And then same thing with our table topic master today, Toastmaster Fifi. She is still at the office, so we had a quick replacement. So Meninda, great job. Is it Menanda? Is it Meninda? Menanda? Menanda. How do you pronounce it? Minanda. Minanda, yeah. Okay, got it. So she's a seasoned Toastmaster, stepped in. The cool thing is she didn't have to come up with any questions because we already had them for her. So just deliver, she did a great job of that. Fantastic. And, our counter, great job on her amazing return to us. Fantastic, right? And again, Pipit is original founder of Bhinneka Online Toastmasters, but she doesn't come very often because we changed it to Mondays to suit a lot of other people. And, she tutors people on Mondays, but she comes and she still supports us, which is great. So thank you very much. To our evaluators, Opry and Amelia, great job once again. Always have good input and perspective, William. Right. And, that helps. So then our guest today, Mirika and Sultan. Oh, yeah. And Asri. Great job. Fantastic contribution with the table topics. We really appreciate it. And I'm so happy that Makassar actually now has a Toastmasters club. That is super dope. So Amelia helping them out with that. That is fantastic. All right. So that's it. GE report done. Give it back to our Toastmasters so she can give it back to me. Let's go. Back to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay. Ben?
Yeah, what's up, dude? We can all hear you. I am. I'm the president.
Connection unstable on my side. Hello?
Yes, just give it to me. I'm president.
Oh, sorry. So you guys can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Right. So I would like to announce the best table topic because we already know who's the best speaker, prepared speaker, and the best evaluator, right? Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna, on my side it says connection unstable. Okay, first of all, Nancy, I sent you a message. I asked your full name, but you did not reply. So I just, is it correct, Nancy Afi?
Yeah, it's correct.
It's correct. Okay, please someone highlight Nancy so we can take a photo of her with this certificate. I cannot do it since I'm the one sharing a screen.
Repeat. Our presiding officer is Ben, I think.
What? Oh, sorry. President, okay. Right, we changed that. Oh, actually, Ben, I asked you, who is the president, Ben? And you didn't reply.
I said it was me.
Okay.
But it's cool. We're not in typing messages.
Give me 30 seconds.
We're trying to. Okay, 30 seconds. All right, so just to what we call just waste time. Nancy, great job today.
No. There we go. All right. Let's do that again. There you go. Please someone highlight Nancy and then take a photo.
Rendra.
Rendra.
Yeah, let me do it. Okay. Yeah. I am pinning Nancy now. Okay. Wait, Nancy. Okay. Cool. 3, 2, and 1.
All right. Thank you. Best
Super.
evaluator,
Wait.
Amelia.
Wait, Mama Mia. Wait. Okay, Amelia. I have to place it here. And then Amelia. Okay. Okay, Amelia. I I'm pinning Amelia. Okay, wait. Okay. 3, 2, and 1.
Okay. For the best table topic
Wow.
speaker is Marendra Dika. Now, are you able
Oh,
to take a photo of yourself?
I can do that.
All
No
right.
problem. It's easy. Okay. I'm pinning myself. Thank you everyone for being nice to me. 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, got it.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Thank you.
So that was it for today. We only have, wait, let me check. Presenting an award, and then after that, I will call the president to and close the meeting, and then also asking feedback from the guests. So then back to you.
Okay, unpin. How do I unpin? Remove pin. There we go. Good job and well done. I think Marendra, this might be the first time I've ever heard you as the winner of table topics. I don't know. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but I congratulate you if this is your first time because that was pretty good. Well done. Okay. So first of all, we have 12 minutes left. Let's see if we can end a little early. So I want to go to our guests. Marika, tell us what you thought about this crazy meeting of ours, please.
Hi, this is my second time attend the online meeting. I think the meeting was nice, and I think this is my third time. The edupreneur, the eagle, and now the Bhinneka. And yeah, I like this meeting. Thank you. You're all so awesome.
Oh, thank you very much. All right. And William, you are a guest here. Tell us what you thought as like a guest, not a grammarian. You did a good job on that, though.
Oh yes, thank you, Ben, for the opportunity again. Yeah, for me, this is my second time. I remember now. This is my second time, and yeah, the Bhinneka is it's always a fun club with many people coming from different clubs and gathering in one place, online Zoom meeting here, and yeah, it's what makes this club special, I think what makes this club special is there is a native English speaker like you, Ben, yeah. Because everybody speaks English as their second language except you, yeah. So your accent and pronunciation are always perfect compared to me or the others. So yeah, you're raising the level of the standard of English here. Thank you, Ben.
Sama-sama. Tapi, bahasa pertama saya is bahasa Indonesia.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
joking.
Ben's grammars.
Terrible. Oh, yes. I have very casual English. But thank you very much, William. I appreciate that. Meninda, took your second time here. Tell us how you thought about it again as not a table topic master, but kind of as a guest.
Okay, thank you, Ben. This is my second time. It is so great for the online meeting. We have lots of people here, and it will be perfect if I can have the agenda because I see in the chat box there's no agenda yet.
It was in there, but I don't know. You're right.
Okay, that is for me overall very great online meeting. Give it up, Bhinneka Online. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we posted the agenda, but yeah, as you when you come in, the chat's not there, so we got to get used to like redoing it. So that's definitely a good note to have. All right. Last guest, Sultan. Tell us about your experience here with us. That's good first noise.
I've been into 3 places when I'm Toastmaster. Wait, 4. Unemployed, having internship, unemployed, and having a job again. Well, I thought I was tired after having a 9 to 5. I do have like similar opinion. Not that I'm thinking of wasting my time playing video games. I mean, video games are great when you're learning English, but there's something missing about connecting to people. And Toastmaster, I would say, has the way to put it from a complete stranger. Suddenly, you can connect to anyone. You can be someone's evaluator in one night, and you have a chit chat after that. Not just, I think it's a good start to finish your Monday, because after a long day of work, I cannot wait to join another Toastmaster meeting. Yeah. So good job, Ben, and the team.
All right, we appreciate that. Yeah, Monday's tough. So like they say, the case of the Mondays can be exhausting sometimes, and you just want to get home and go jump in your pillow and have a good night. Deneri, welcome back. I know your internet kind of blasted off there, but hopefully Amelia can reach out to you and give you her feedback from your speech. It's pretty good, pretty good. Other than that, wow, we are going to finish early. Well, that's very good. Again, guys, our next meeting is going to be in 2 weeks. That's where we're going to have our official installation of new roles, where I once again will be the president of this club. I think it's the third time or fourth time, third. I don't know. We need to have more presidents that are different. That's kind of the idea, Nancy. She'll be there one day. But other than that, we really appreciate you, Apri, again. Dia, again, thank you for coming in, taking on a role. Sani and of course Pippet. Lovely to see your face. Have a great night. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Adjourned.
Bye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Good night.
And in SGBD,
Good
we
night,
want to
everyone.
say happy morning.